All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw, Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mack, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, he stays up. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Mack, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Green 80. Green set.
Fournette on the counter. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Green 80. Green 80. 11. Green set.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
12. 12. Hurry. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Flushed out right. And he connects with Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. Off of play action. Luck escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Matt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets the...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lucy, Lucy. 372.
Now Bortles again. Looking deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Matt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. It's locked. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Locke. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hank.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bortles, open man right side is Sharp. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. They begin with a run by Fournette. Fournette fighting through. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Omaha.
Bortles now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hank. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Green 80. 11. Green set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Green 80.
On second down, here's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Spread right, 72. Lucy.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A run by Mack to start the drive. Wiggles free. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd-and-1. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Green 80.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Spread right, smack.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a carry from Mack, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Right, 622.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. It's complete to Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Bortles going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Al Woods in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Bortles to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Monday, 53. Monday. 63.
After the interception, it's Luck. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back now in Jacksonville. The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Set. 380. Go left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hank.
Now Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hank.
Bortles now on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 15. To throw is Bortles. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Lucy.
On 1st down, Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go.
A handoff to Fournette. Look at the spin. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him?
Here we go.
Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll check this one off to Fournette. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You
I
didn't
guess.
turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Looking the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 57 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth, now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will get them one closer. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Now Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Hank.
First throw of overtime for Bortles. eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lucy. Green 80. Green 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Move. 11B. 11. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Hey, spread left. 372. Lucy.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now he steps away, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Trips left. Mike 39, Lucy. Spread right, 72. 11. Lucy. So right.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Again, it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And the Colts coming out now. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First throw in overtime for Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Locke. Flushed out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion.